Oh, perfect. It remembers Mental Omega. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube, because I am not streaming this, in the top left, as our first refereed game by Topaz1, we have Fridge, otherwise known as HX Doom, playing as the Magenta China. In the lower right, we have playing as the yellow Latin Confederation, we have Lylak, otherwise known as Stolen Tech. So, welcome to Grimdark. This is a tournament being played as part of a tournament set up by Glio, which unfortunately comes with all of the consequences of bad map pool decisions, as I'm sure people will expect. A relatively small map, a deceptively... I don't want to say it's high economy, it really isn't, because if you play it right, you can have surprisingly more funds than you realised you probably should have. But it's very compact. There's a tech airfield here as well, and generally speaking, in my analysis of what I've played on this map and seen of it, it looks very Soviet biased. Very small map, so conscripts will be able to just swarm, and again, low cost. There are no starting gems, keep in mind. So conscripts as the hyper low $50 option are going to be your best port of call for this one. In which particular case, you're just going to start laughing, and it's going to be Conscript Swarm versus Conscript Swarm, of which HX has already started mass production of. It looks like he's gone for double refinery. In fact, yes, we can see that right here. Whereas Stolen playing this a lot more conventionally, going for the first Jaguar tank in the game, actually. So, well, he's the only one who can make Jaguars, but the first armoured vehicle is going to be his response to this. He gets out 2 Jaguars, and now he starts on his minor production as he works on building his second ore refinery. I'm not entirely sure what he's hoping to accomplish with Jaguars. Maybe some potential minor harassment here, but Stolen could find himself very rapidly on the back foot here, as here comes the Conscript Swarm. He's gonna have to pull in the pride of the working class at this rate. They walk into a sentry gun, but look at that War Factory evaporate. Sells it off, calls in a War Miner. That's a lot of conscripts. That War Miner is not going to live for very long. Needed to put in all 3 of the miners here. That's actually a huge kill for HX, but Stolen retaliates. He comes in, he's going to get his own miner kill. Oh, but he needs to pull away. Is that Jaguar going to live? Is it going to live? It's going to live. He's going to pull away very slightly, but those conscripts are going to try and move to cut him off. They keep chasing. They are absolutely relentless. He's not going to take the garrison. There we go. Stolen tried to get that dive in when he wasn't looking. It looks like this Jaguar is going to get pincered. I don't think he's going to live. Rest in pieces for the elite conscript though. Jaguar pulls off to the left. Dives down here. Oh, the range advantage on the cliffs gets it. And now HX is going for the tech airfield here. Stolen's basically completely on the back foot. HX is going to dive in on this War Miner as well. Generally speaking, HX has played this one a lot more conventionally. Stolen pulls the miner away. Jaguar tries to come in. Oh, he's going to lose both the miners. Oh, no, he's in the area of the sentry gun. It's going to start doing some work. There's a simple from HX here, as his War Factory is mysteriously vanished. How did that happen? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I am not entirely sure how HX lost his War Factory. He may have accidentally sold it. But he's going to work on rebuilding it. Calls in a power drop up the back of Stolen's base, but there are more than enough conscripts on Stolen's side to clean that up. Look at that go. Tries to get to the power. He does depower Stolen. That's nothing that Stolen can't fix relatively quickly. There's no engineer, but there's no need. There's no rush. He's already back repowered. As this back and forth seems to have leveled itself out. Both players have lost their initial War Factory and a miner. However, I'd still say the advantage lies with HX. He's being a lot more aggressive. He's bringing Quilling tanks up to the front as well. Stolen needs to make more conscripts because he's going to lose out in the numbers engagement, but his turtoning play is getting him the net defender's advantage here. Here comes the Quinlan tank, focuses down on the sentry gun. Stolen's going to want to keep his Jaguars in reserve. Repair drone coming down as well, allowing him to trade more effectively. HX going for tier 2 and the nuclear reactor. Stolen working on an airbase, making use of the tech airfield to have double the normal Foxtrot amount, which is a viable strategy here. As we see more flak troopers coming out to deal with the armour of HX Loop. There's the airfield, and there we go, there's our Foxtrot production. Stolen's going to want to, both players going to want to watch their economy. Their starting ore field's running relatively low. HX already started the base crawl down here, which is a lot more favourable than Stolen's base crawl here. He's already low-key kind of screwed it up. You want to get the refinery on this plateau here, but its placement is blocked by the trees. Interesting play from Stolen, repairing the tech concrete bunker. Completely fills it with flak troopers and conscripts. As both players are now bankrupt. Foxtrot goes in, takes off, but it lands at the original airfield. As that tech airfield, there's no way Stolen can save that in time. That's going down. Second Foxtrot emerges, this is where all of Stolen's money is going. HX doesn't have the cash for AA. Well, he does, but he doesn't have enough of it. As it looks like Stolen tries to press the offensive, he gets one of the Quillen tanks. That's a pretty good pickup here, but he's going to want to watch his own armour. There we go, he cleans out the tech garrison 10, and I think Stolen will actually win this engagement here. He can just whittle HX down with the Foxtrots. Something gets called in. There's HX Doom's own power drop. He's still got that for $1,200. But he has no field bureau. He's not going to be able to take advantage of an instant shelter at all. So these infantry are just going to get crushed on the landing field, as they ultimately don't amount to much. It still keeps Stolen on his feet. Still keeps him aware. Yunru now emerging on the field as HX has completed his, not quite a tier 3 rush, but he's beelined for tier 3 effectively, because there's no airfield, there's no tech, there's no field bureau. Yunru is dead immediately on the spot because again he has no AA. He's going to be relying on the Centurion and EMP here. Look at those Foxtrots go. Stolen still commanding a relatively decent sized army. He's gonna try and command some more maneuverability as well. He's gonna hear the Centurion emerge. Yeah, he hears that and decides that discretion is the better part of valor. Maintained all of his Jaguar's health though. Stolen quite healthy economy wise, 8,000 cash, not spending very much of it. Goes for the nuclear reactor now. As those Foxtrots look for an opportunity to do any damage. Again, continue to thin out the conscript horde. One of them goes down, another power drop incoming. Stolen's going to want to come up with something against that Centurion, because sooner or later that is filled with E-Rads, and that will melt all of the tier 1 infantry and the Jaguars, so he's going to want to come up with something. Besides that, his response will be mortar quads, a relatively sane decision. They've got decent range and they're EMP immune as well. However, the range is going to need something inside. Centurion marches up now, decides to take on those. Oh no, they do have the range to get on the Centi without taking fire from E-Rads. Looks like mortar quads are going to be the go-to decision. Borrillo cleaning up conscripts here, but it's on one hit point. It might actually die. That's just a sad. Yeah, that's just a sad state of the Borrillo. More mortar quads. There's next to no screening here. The Foxtrots can just continue to go ham on that. Stolen is actually going to be able to kill the Centurion. Lo and behold, Stolen gets the Centi kill. That's actually quite huge. Well done. He's still got those Jaguars causing havoc up on the top flank as well. Oh, that's going to be a devastating oh, that's a devastating desolator deploy. That thoroughly cleans out Stolen's army, but he's still got the mass for it. It's still useful screening force so long as they're alive. because it looks like overall map control has shifted completely towards Stolen's favour. Working on towards Morales now, as HX accidentally kills some of his own units with the Erad deploy. Now Stolen trying to be quite fiscally responsible now. He goes in again on the miners whilst HX is away, trying to force a dilemma. But only one of them is that. There we go. Now he moves in. He's gonna gun for the EMP station. And he's gonna get it. That EMP counter is now no longer ticking down. Morales is out in the field. There's a wild spy as well. Gonna want to be careful with Morales though. He starts microing. Oh, that's a good pickup of those desolators, or eradicators I should say. But Morales is going to have to work overtime if he wants to save this base. That's a lot of half tracks. That's a newer and a Quillen in there as well. This is going to turn into a base race. Yunru comes out of the barracks, shutting down Stolen's base trading. So it looks like Morales is going to be all that there is, but he can only depilot one vehicle at a time. There are simply too many half tracks. The Newer, however, goes down to the catastrophes, as it looks like it remains a draw. Newer here cleaning up these Jaguars that have been EMP'd. Ooh, that's a good prevention by HX, but both players are now bankrupt and without armies. The important thing is that Stolen still has his tier 3, but he's not doing very well on the miner count. 4 miners I can count. However, HX is not doing that much better. He's long distance mining and he's on 5 miners, so not that big a difference. Stolen has more ore, so he's got relatively close distance to his fields, but this one's completely depleted. And one thing to keep in mind is that HX does have the Iron Curtain, and we can see that is about to come off cooldown. So we're gonna want to keep an eye on that. We have a lone Barillo coming out, which I imagine is loaded with an Arsonist that we saw earlier, as Morales is now back out on the field as well. That's going to be the one saving grace Stolen has. He's going to want to try and get as many deep pilots as he can, but there's the Iron Curtain. He's gonna need a run. But those catastrophes aren't exactly much faster than the Newers. They're going to dive on the nuke reactor. Iron Curtain wears off, but this could be it for Stolen. The nuke reactor blows up, killing all of the half tracks. So this could still be salvageable. Gets his war factory up. No, doesn't get the kill on the tier 2. Oh, okay. That is a throw from HX as he tries to rely on the wall buster to get the kill on the radar. Here comes a power drop as well. Those are 3 desolators in there. One outside, 2 in the catastrophes, as they just all melt. That's actually quite a huge loss for Stolen, not for Stolen, for HX, as he's lost a lot of Newers and a lot of value for not a whole lot, honestly. The Arsonist is now in HX's base as the Barillo kills the tech airfield, no more power drops, and runs away from the Newer, which has absolutely zero hope of catching him. As we start to see the flames emerge in HX Doom's base from the Arsonist. Stolen, I like your style here. Morales starts coming up. He's going to try and start chipping away. He goes for the radar first. There's his own Foxtrot coming in. Oh! Just saved from a single Foxtrot. And is it going to be enough? HX must know his base is on fire by now. He's gonna... Yeah, he does. He's trying to repair the curtain. Kills the Arsonist, but I don't think it's enough. He loses his tier 3, he loses the curtain. Don't think he's gonna lose the nuke reactor. Oh, he might actually. He's got an engine. Yeah, that's gonna survive. Oh no, it doesn't. The flame tower comes in for Stolen here. He calls it the water quads as well. He's gonna kill the nuke reactor. There it goes. It depowers HX. As it looks like he's going to try and counter-attack. There are 2 vultures here putting on not a lot of damage, but it's damage that he can't do anything about. The Newers clean up the catastrophes here. And I don't think the vultures are going to do enough damage. Stolen's going to lose his own nuke reactor again in the process. He has no barracks, so he can't make any more mortar quads. But HX has no power. It's going to be another base trade at this stage. I say another one, but this time HX can't really stop him. Those mortar quads doing a huge number on that MCV, but there's no kill. But Stolen can't kill these Newers either without the vultures. Yeah, and oh, that was a good attempt. They almost get it. Stolen packs up, but I don't think there's any saving his MCV. Oh no, there is not. The Newers pick that off. They're gonna pick off the War Factory. Stolen has no more production. Not gonna have any tech left in a minute either. Well, he retains the battle lab, but he's got nothing. He can't do anything with it. As those, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what to think about the Vulture Core. I think it's actually probably the best one you can make, given the circumstances. But Stolen's failure to rebuild the barracks and get more mortar quads is probably what cost him all of that. He just didn't have a barracks and no mortar quads to do anything about it. And HX is the one left with the production, but Stolen's gonna give it a bloody good go with these 3 vultures. There's not a lot of AA, there's no power in this base either. This depends entirely on Stolen's competent micro of his units. He's gonna try and shoot down those vulture shots. He gets one of them, doesn't get the other one. But we still have that single Borillo out here on the outside as well, but that gets picked up immediately by those flak troopers as Stolen Tech calls GG.